It's Travis Wayne Goodsell, and welcome to my YouTube channel. It doesn't do as well as my website, www.travis-wayne-goodsell.com. Yet nevertheless, I do have an audience here on YouTube. No, it's not for my criticism of the Trump administration and the predictions that have all come true, that he was going to be the cause of the destruction of the United States. No, nobody cares about that. No, I'm more famous on YouTube for such things as destroying the Mormon Church. Yes, that's right. The Mormon Church, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, centered in Utah, you know, the place where Mitt Romney claims to be from whenever he wants to run for office. The Mormon Church I was born and raised in. And so I know all about the church. Why? Well, because I studied. Remember, we were told that's what we're supposed to do. And I don't think they expected us to do it, because when I studied, I found out the truth, and I exposed Mormonism. And so I'm going to dedicate a series of videos. We'll see how this goes, because I want to get 13,000 like I do on my other only one video that's done that much. The Mormonism video about Mormons returning to Independence, Missouri. And so I'm trying to figure out the secret code words to type into the title of the videos to find out how to get into the Mormon head and get them to click on my videos and get 13,000 Mormons watching. So those of you who are already subscribers and followers of my videos against the Mormon Church, a lot of this is going to be repetitive for you. You know, I don't want to be speaking to the choir. My intent purpose is to convert Mormons away from Mormonism. So, as my new slogan is going to be, it's all about me. Mormon Exposed. Mormonism Exposed. I didn't want to do it exposing Mormonism, because then I'd have to do it's all about the letter M. A little Sesame Street takeoff. And so that didn't seem to be as effective, I think. So we'll try it's all about me. See if that gets people's attention, and Mormons especially. So why Mormons? Why can't I just leave them alone? Their First Amendment right is protected under the Constitution. They're a religious entity. No, they're a corporation. And that's all part of the exposure that I've been doing. But nevertheless, and notwithstanding, why then would I be so critical and opposed to the Mormon Church? You know, am I just upset that I was kicked out? No, I wasn't kicked out of the church. I was kicked out of my ward. Bishop Hammond, at the time, he's been replaced with a Bishop Cummins. Bishop Hammond told me that I can't publish that the Book of Mormon is the official doctrine of the church. And so he didn't want me publishing, posting, commenting in church that such is the case. And thus, that was a threat, so that I wouldn't go to church anymore. And then okay, whatever, I stopped going to church. And rather than going to church and throwing a big confrontation of, the Book of Mormon's true, you're all gonna burn in hell, because they'll just say, oh yeah, Travis, he's insane, he's mad, as King Noah and his priests called Abinadi. because, well, you know, there's no telling what these Mormons will do. They might, you know, tie me up and scourge me with faggots. If you're not Mormon, don't worry. That's not the definition. It's just a play on words with the Book of Mormon about Abinadi and the consequences that happened to him. A faggot is a burnt stick. And so he was scourged with these burnt sticks until he burned up to death, you know, like the burning of witches. So it's just a coincidence that ties with the flaming gays. Which Mormons are completely homophobic about. So, yeah. So I'm going to do a video series about all the different faults, issues that Mormons should be aware of so that they can be informed to choose the right and leave the church. So, I hope you're enjoying the end of the world as I am. Usually in intense crisis, people make up jokes to distract from the terror of the situation. And so, yeah, I hope you're understanding. We are now in a Nazi death camp. Trump, what he's doing to the border is exactly what Hitler did to the Jews. Everything from gassing them, putting them in camps, separating families. They're numbering them on their wrist, just like the Nazis did to the Jews. And nobody's doing anything. Nobody's stopping Trump. Nobody's putting up a fight. You know, everybody's given in. And that's the brainwashing that the Mormon Church has been doing. And that's why Utah is under control of the Mormon Church. It's because of the same process that I've been warning the rest of the nation about under Trump. So, yes, the church has attacked me, specifically. I made discoveries in Paleo-Hebrew, and I was trying to do confirmations of my theory work, theory tests. So I have called the church, and F. Michael Watson, secretary for President Hinckley, answered. Well, actually, it was through a letter. I didn't call. They don't allow people to call them directly. They're afraid of the public. They might tell them they're wrong. And so I got a letter response back from F. Michael Watson, and he informed me that he was authorized to handle the matter. Well, because the presidents of the church don't have the gift of translation, which was why it's passed on to the secretary. Or it could just be that the secretary thought he knew better and was protecting the church by handling the matter himself, usurping the authority of President Hinckley. You choose, Mormons, as to which you want to believe. I already know the truth. It was both. And so F. Michael Watson went to BYU to get the answers. And he wrote me back saying, I'd gone to BYU to talk with my friends who are experts in the field of Hebrew. And they tell me that the traditional translation of Hebrew is blah, 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 blah. I already knew the traditions. That was part of my university studies. Duh. That's why I did the theory research and was trying to confirm the theory to verify if I was sound in my argument. And so I got the direct impression that no, there is no other information from the church. And I then said, okay, well, the church doesn't have this information, so I'm going to give it to them. And so I sent it to the church, and they instead created a troublemaker file on me for defending Joseph Smith's translation in the King Follett Discourse. Yes, a defender of Joseph Smith, and the church spit me out. And because not only did I get a troublemaker file, F. Michael Watson made sure to contact my stake president. You deal with him. So my stake presidency and my ward bishopric in the singles ward at that time gathered me together in their small, tiny little office where it was almost standing room only. I had to sit in the corner where the door opens up so that I had to stand up and so the door can open, but yippee-ki-yay. And they started saying, "Who have you talked to about this? What are your intentions? Are you trying to destroy the church? I saw you passed up the sacrament. That means you're sinners. That means you're a sinner." Yeah, I was given the full court press as if they were the cops interrogating me, trying to get me to give up my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, not testify against myself. But this is a church. They can do whatever they want. And, and so I stood up for myself. President Hinckley has not seen the document, and it wasn't him that did it. Croutons and Crayola mix. Alright, so hold on a second while I fix an error that was caused. And it's that one. Delete. Okay. Alright. And so the stake president was, and everybody was like, "What? Something done without the president of the church's knowledge? Unbelievable." And the stake president said, "I'm gonna go to Temple Square and talk to the president myself. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this." His intention was to prove that I'm wrong and that I should be excommunicated from the church and silenced forever. Squashed that I would dare defend Joseph Smith. And lo and behold, he never came back to me. No, the church didn't secretly disappear him. Wouldn't that be cool? No, he sent his first counselor to come talk to me, and the first counselor said, "Yeah, you can continue your research, but don't go against the church." Oh, those suckers. Nobody comes after me. So, you don't put church over gospel. That's rule number 1. And so, even though this is an introduction, that is the first thing. The All About Me, Mormon Exposed, because I could do MPE, Mormon Psychological Exposure, or Exposed. Mormon Exposed Psychological Manipulation. MEMP, something like that, I don't know. That's why I did It's All About Me. Because I just did another video last night, so it should be the one next to this one if you go to my channel, and I lay it all out. The cause of the corruption of the church is the same as the corruption of Trump and the government, and it's the same exact corruption of psychiatry. And psychiatry are the ones who brought it all up. And Stanley Smith Stevens, yeah, Utah Mormon, woo! He's the cause. He's the one who created the unsound argument for psychiatry. And how it works is you tell lies over and over and over again, consistently, repetitively, regularly, until the person you're focused on believes your lies. They're gaslighted. And once you get them to believe the lies, you just keep going, and then they start acting out the lies that you told them that they are. So the example, Trump says that the Democrats need to be locked up. Well, you know, you then get the mail bomber who sent bombs to all of the Democrats that Trump was against. He was defending Trump. He believed the lies and acted on it. And once you act on it, then guess what? They got you. Because then they can then claim, see, we were right all along. You are who we say you are. So if you're stupid, and they repeat it over and over again, you believe it. I guess I am stupid. And so you don't do the research, you don't study, you don't go to class, you just sit there and veg. I'm stupid, I can't learn, I can't do this. And then lo and behold, your grades drop and you fail, and you have to repeat summer school, and you extend your education till you're 27, stuck in high school trying to get your degree. And thus you believe you're stupid, and everybody says, oh, I guess he's stupid because he's failing all the time. That's the psychological manipulation that Mormons do. Through religion, rather than through education, through the economy, through government. This time it's religion that's doing it. And that's the warning message that I'm exposing with these. It's all about me. So hope you enjoy it, and we'll see how it goes, and hopefully I've figured out the secret code that will get people's attention and get me the 13,000 plus. Other anti-Mormons and critics of the Mormon Church, they get hundreds of thousands of views. Why not me? I'm more knowledgeable about exposing the church than they are. Why am I not getting it? It's all about me. So I want to save Mormons, technically. Yeah, imagine. I'm being so critical. Chastising Mormons. What does the Lord say about why he chastises people? Oh well. So Mormons and Mr. Thumbs Down, who always puts a thumbs down automatically by the title of my videos that are against the Mormon Church and never bothers to actually listen to what I have to say. It's already too late. He's already put his thumbs down for the video, unless I can put down a note to him specifically in the description. So, yeah, I don't want this introduction to be so long that you're going to lose interest. But, yeah, okay, so now you know this is the introduction, and let's expose the Mormon Church and get Mormons saved.